Hello everyone, we are going to walk through creating our quarterly magazine. Just got uploaded into the library, a lot of great templates within it, and we are going to build it together. So we are inside of designs. We're going to create a print design and then continue. And there's so many different ways we can use this magazine, and we're going to talk about it as we go through, but it's really going to be a client touch, some great information for them, and just a way to stand apart from the rest of the agents. So within our lead generation, we've loaded into designs. We go to lead generation, and then we have personally branded. And you can see right here we have our 2021 Q4 magazine. So we're going to go ahead and use it. If you guys haven't been inside of the presentations or the magazines in maybe the last few weeks or month, you'll notice that there has been a fairly significant change to it. Down here in the bottom right corner, you'll notice it says pages and 20. So the change is they've already built the magazine for us. Before, when we clicked on templates, all the content was within the template and our presentation was blank, and we would choose which pages to add. Now, the magazine and the listing and buyer presentations are loaded with the pages already and the content already inside of the presentation, and if we don't like something, then we will remove it from our presentation here on the right side. So you'll see the first 3 pages we have are actually all cover pages. So they're giving us the option to choose. We have one here, someone reading the one thing. We have a nice snow globe just there. And then we have our fall leaf themed cover. So for you, it's going to be depending on, maybe it depends on when you are watching this video and when you're sending this magazine out, or it could just depend on your favorite cover. So I'm going to stick with the fall themed cover, and I'm going to come up here to page 1 and 2. I'm going to click on the little meatball menu here, and I am going to delete page 1, and I'll delete page 1 again. And now obviously it comes down to editing. We're not going to create this full magazine together. I'm not going to make you guys watch that. But we are going to edit a few pages just so you guys can see how that works. So we're going to go ahead and update our DBA logo. Once you click on it, we'll have our new logo there ready to switch out. Maybe we make it a little bigger. We're going to come right here and we are going to put in our name. And you guys can edit this however you like. You're going to notice when we click on, everything is customizable. Everything. So now we're going to jump on to the next page. The next page is going to be basically a letter from them. That's the way it themed. Maybe it could be just a real quick recap of the market update. Maybe it could be the bio about you. Maybe it could be an update on, what's going to happen in your business for the last quarter of 2020. It can be absolutely whatever you want it to be. And so you guys are seeing here, we're just switching out some of the images, switching out some of the text. You guys are seeing that we're just playing around with a few of the settings just here. And again, we're double clicking. Every single thing is editable for us. The next thing that we can come down to on the next page here are basically some neighborhood market stats. Doesn't have to be about a neighborhood, could be about a school district, could be about FMLS, could be about Georgia MLS, or if I'm not looking to have some statistics in my magazine, well then I can just go ahead and delete that option. I certainly do want to have some statistics in my magazine, so I'm going to keep that page. One of the next pages is going to be tips about winterizing your home. So again, as we scroll through, you guys can see that, this is editable, but this probably isn't a page that I'm going to select to edit. Possibly put a little bit of branding or an extra team logo or something down the bottom if I wanted to. Again, just some neat different options of content for them. Here is a featured listing. So if I had a listing right this second and I'm wanting to highlight it in my magazine, well, I can come over here and I can actually go into the KWLS and I can search for my listing by address, MLS number, and it's going to pull up that listing, and when I select it, it will pull all the photos in from the MLS, and maybe I am wanting to give them some information about my best listing that I had this month. Maybe it's the deal of the month. Again, get creative here, guys. Moving on to some of our next pages. Again, more advice here, 10 ways to keep holiday stress at bay. So, read through them, make sure it's content that you guys are wanting inside of your magazine. Some of the following pages are going to be experience and statistics about you. If your statistics aren't as high as you wish they were, maybe we're a newer agent, then fall back and use some of the market centers statistics, the market centers market share right here, and impress your database. The next page is going to be reviews. Make sure that you edit these. You can see that we've got some gibberish, I believe, down the bottom there. So make sure you're editing that. Clients will notice it. The next one, 5 reasons to buy and sell this fall or winter. So again, just more content inside of this magazine just here to share with our database. Here in the next page, you'll see that we've got some, coolest winter listings. So, just highlighting some featured listings right here. We would do it the exact same way as we did previously. You can see I just double clicked just there, and after inserting the image, and it gave me the option just to rearrange how that picture was positioned a little within the image box. So if I were happy with that, I would just hit back, I would close out, I would then find the next listing, grab the photos and drag it over. So again, maybe we had 6 sales in the past quarter and we're wanting to highlight those sales. Maybe we have 6 listings that we're wanting to highlight right now. Again, this says listings, but the word is editable. Moving along, just another little highlight about yourself, call to action to ask you something. The last page is going to be, all about getting our app downloaded. And so again, we have a couple of versions right here. I'm not actually sure what the exact difference is, so we're just going to go ahead and delete one of those pages. Looked a little bit like a duplicate. So we do get some questions on I've got a couple of my own pages that I would like to insert into this presentation. How would I do that? We used to be able to go to template and we used to start off with a blank page. It does not look like the blank page option is in there right this second. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to duplicate a page. So let's say I am wanting to keep this app as my last page. But right before that, I want to have some information about Keller Mortgage. So I'll duplicate the page. And you'll see, again, I have right here, misclick, we have our 2 app pages. And I want to end with my app. So I'm going to go up to page 17. And if you want to, you can come right here and, maybe delete the images if you want to delete them. Or I could just insert an image right on top of it, and as long as it's the top layer, the image I insert will be the only thing they see. So on the left side, I can come over to images, I can go to add, and I'm going to find it on my own desktop. grab a flyer that I have saved. Let's make sure that I choose the one with the correct format. There we go. Make sure that it is a JPEG as an image. We'll give it just a second, and right here you can see we have our flyer. So I'm going to hit the add image option, and then I am just going to stretch it out so that it fits and fills our whole page. No need for it to be exact right this second. And so again, if you already have some content created from other presentations you're wanting to get in here, you'll save it as a single page, as a JPEG, and then we can just insert that image on top of another page in the presentation to get some more of your custom content in there. So that is what we're going to talk about when it comes to creating, but let's talk about sharing this and how are we going to market this magazine to our database. So right up here, a lot of times you'll hear me say that the name of something does not matter. In this instant, the way that we're going to be sharing it, the name of it is going to be visible for the people that can see our magazine. So 2021 Q4 magazine, I don't have an issue with that being the name of it. If you do, just change it to something that is more appropriate for you. Now we have the option to download this magazine. And of course, when it comes to download, we're choosing PDF for printing, but right here is a really important step. Okay, select pages. We want to select all pages so that when we download it, we have a full magazine as one document. Okay, the other option was to download a single page at a time that you only really do for postcards. Okay, so right now it's spatted out as a PDF. And again, nice and clean looking PDF, but there's something even better we can do with this. Instead of attaching a PDF, we can always send it through as a link and it be more of a ebook, more of an e-magazine. And what we're going to do right here is we're actually going to share it. Now, a lot of people think this share function is to send it directly to Facebook or Instagram, and you can do it that way. However, guys, the preview image it throws it into a box and it's not as clean looking as if I were to just grab this link, paste the link, and then go back into designs and grab the social post that's already created for it or the social graphic already created for it, and we're going to do that in just a second. So if I actually copy this link and then I paste it into my own browser. Now again, just like in the download option, we've got to make sure we have the correct option selected here, and I don't currently. This design is really this page. The project is all the pages combined. So again, we're selecting the project. Anyone with a link can view it. And if I grab this link just here and paste it into my own browser, this is what the end user will see. They will be able to flip from page to page. And so think about, what could I possibly use something like this for? Do you ever do virtual listing or buyer presentations right this second? Well, let's flip through this together as a shared screen. It looks a lot cleaner than opening a PDF inside of your email. Maybe you have a pre-listing email that goes out to all your sellers before you ever meet them in person so they can review and learn more about you. Or maybe we make a shortened version of our listing presentation and then create an email template inside of Smart Plans. Have this be the step within that one-step Smart Plan, and every time we set a seller appointment, we add that seller to that one Smart Plan and it sends this magazine or that pre-listing magazine to you at any time. So all of these presentations, all of this magazine, you guys can use it for many, many uses just here. So again, that is a link that we are going to be saving. Now I'm going to just finish here and then go back into designs, because I mentioned that inside of social, so we'll create the design and go social, there is an option to grab a small little graphic. Again, we'll be under lead generation and personally branded. And right here, you can see that they have two images already created for us to help promote our magazine. Okay, it says Q3 just there, but it is Q4 themed. So again, I would grab this image real quick, update my logo just there. If I don't love the way that my logo looks, maybe I just delete it all together. And then if I'm happy with it, I am going to download this image as a JPEG so that we can post it on social media. It's just one page, so I am happy with that. And then we will jump on Facebook real quick and make a post about our magazine. So if we go here into making our post, well, the first thing we're going to do, we are going to add the photo that we just downloaded. Okay, we're just going to type for a second. And that's all I'm going to type. I would type something better than that, but I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch me. And then we would go back in and we would grab this link just here. We would paste the link and with a little prompt, clean. So again, anytime we're posting a link, we are prompting them to click on the link. Add a few emojis, explain a little deeper what the magazine is, and post it to your social media. Create a smart plan to go out to your sphere of influence and to your database, letting them know, hey, here's just a magazine that I created for you, okay? Just small basic touches like this. It's going to help you get to top of mind, help you stand apart just a little from the average agent, because most are not creating a magazine and sending it as a touch point to their database. So again, I appreciate all of you guys watching. Think about what could I use this magazine for in the comments below. Tell me how you guys are using it and tell me some of the creative ways you've thought of so that others can use it in the same way as well. I appreciate all of you guys watching. Reach out if you're having trouble building these presentations or magazine. Myself or your Market Center Tech Trainer would love to help you.